What's going on, guys?
Welcome to our Friday live stream. Aloha Friday, everyone.
Okay.
So today's topic is, what's today's topic? Should you cancel your vacation to Hawaii this year? Basically, guys, we do not, in this live stream, we do not want to scare you. We do not want to take the responsibility of telling you if you should come or should not come. What we're here to do is to tell you everything that is going on right now in Hawaii, what the talks are, what the rules and regulations, and give you some perspectives on whether to help you make a decision whether you should come or not.
Also, we won't be tolerating any type of bashing in this live stream. Everyone has their own
opinions on COVID and on vaccination, which is fine. Just be respectful to everyone and do not put anything disrespectful in the comments.
So, of course, if you guys have any questions, make sure you put #Q before your question. This way, we can filter out your questions and answer them accordingly. So right now, currently, as of today, if you have been vaccinated, both shots,
at least 14 days prior to your departure to Hawaii.
Right. You can upload your vaccine card to the Travel Safe program and you could come to Hawaii.
Without doing the 72-hour test and without quarantining.
Right.
But you do have to upload your vaccine card into Travel Safe program, and we did do a video on how to do that step by step. And you do need to allow the government officials to access your vaccine records to make sure your vaccine records are valid.
Okay.
And if you're not vaccinated, you can do the 72-hour test and still come to Hawaii. And these are still the rules remaining as of today, August 19, 2021. Again, the rules might change. They will not change overnight. They will schedule if they will roll back to 72-hour testing. And of course, be sure to subscribe to our channel and we will be notifying you as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, yes. Okay, let's get into some of the actual numbers that are happening here and the surge that we're having, and it's based on the Delta variant of the virus. So just yesterday we had 752 new cases and 4 deaths. Today, we had 845 new cases and 4 deaths. So the numbers are significantly high. And that might not sound a lot if you're from the mainland or whatever state you may be in, obviously, because it's larger. But here in Hawaii, that is almost double what we had in the middle of COVID last year. So our numbers are just really, really high. The average daily COVID count is about 713. Again, that is super, super, super high. So yeah, since Sunday, there were about 142 travelers that came into Hawaii. 99,000 of them were vaccinated and 31,000 were pre-tested.
So out of 142,000, only 31,000 been pre-tested.
Right. And 3,000 of those visitors that came in right now technically should be quarantining. And out of that 3,000, 1,500 are visitors and 1,500 are residents. So it's kind of evenly split. Those are people who should be right now in quarantine.
And there were a few people caught with fake vaccination records, guys. So be careful about that. And if you do decide to quarantine, they actually do check. You have to check in daily with if you decide to quarantine. And sometimes they do come to your residence to make sure, or even to the hotel to make sure you are staying put.
Right now, the main reason for this COVID spread that they're saying is basically due to social gatherings and restaurants. So basically, beaches, a lot of people are getting together at the beaches, and also, in the restaurant. So these are the places that they're looking to probably target first because they draw the most amount of people, and that's what's, causing the spread of the virus. Most of the people that right now are that are hospitalized have not been vaccinated or have only received one shot. So, well, currently right now on the Big Island, they have the mayor has already put in a request to close beaches and also to implement
Big Island,
on the Big Island, right? Close beaches and also implement the 72-hour testing before coming to the Big Island as well.
And after landing to Big Island as well.
Mhm.
And what the mayor of the Big Island is proposing is that the second test should be paid by visitors,
Yes,
not by
that's
the
something
state.
they're looking to actually implement. So it's going to be, it's going to get a little wacky here in Hawaii. Also, there have been talks about possibly using what's called the vaccine passport. So if you're going into restaurants or gyms or maybe the movie theaters or concerts or anything like that while you're here, maybe even activities such as Circle Island tours or anything like that, you would have to have a vaccine passport, which basically says that you have both shots. So there's talks for that as well. And
And there is also a strong push for workers being fully vaccinated in order to be allowed to work.
Mhm.
There is still a debate, but again, some restaurants, for example, there is a really popular chain restaurant, Merriman's. They have 4 restaurants on different islands, and Chief Merriman actually required all his workers to be fully vaccinated.
Mhm.
So some establishments are just forcing it themselves,
Mhm.
but it's not yet enforced by the state.
Right. What are the wristbands that some airlines offer?
That's actually a really good question, Robert.
So when I was in New York a couple of months ago, I flew Hawaiian Airlines from New York back to Hawaii, and I was vaccinated. I was fully vaccinated before I left Hawaii. When coming back, I checked in just like I would normally check in. But what was different was when I checked in, they asked if I uploaded my information to the Safe Travel program. I said yes. They said, okay, can I get your QR code? I had already taken a snapshot of my QR code when I received it, and I gave them my phone. They scanned it. After they went through all the checking, they put a pink wristband on my wrist. I didn't really know what the significance of it was. I thought they were just like, okay, so we see you're a part of the Safe Travel program. Here's a wristband, and that way I know that that's what it is. 15 minutes before landing in Hawaii, they made an announcement on the airline, and they said, if you have a wristband, this means that you have been pre-checked, which means when we land, if you don't have a check-in, you can pretty much walk out of the airplane, walk through the terminal, and right outside.
Mhm.
You don't have to stand in line, because as I was walking through, there was so many people online. The lines were ridiculously long. So what the wristband in short is basically whatever airport you are flying out of, if you have that wristband, when you get here, you could just go. It's almost like an express pass. You can go straight through. You don't have to stand in line and get checked once you're in the airport on Oahu. So that is the reason for it. That was Hawaiian Airlines. We just met a couple yesterday, and we had that same conversation, and they said they flew in on United. So now we know United has done it, and Hawaiian Airline also does it. If you guys have visited Hawaii recently and you've had that wristband done in your departing city, drop a comment and let us know what airline you flew, because we'd like to know what are the participating airlines that are actually doing it and from what airport.
Nothing really will switch in one day. The restrictions, there will no lockdown overnight. So first they are rolling back on restrictions. Right now it is 50% indoor capacity, 10 people gathering indoors and up to 25 people gathering outdoors. So it will not switch overnight. They will give you notifications several days in advance if there is going to be a lockdown or any type of changes that will affect your travel directly.
Pete asks, do we need the original vaccination card in hand even though we uploaded it?
Yes, you do. You do need to have the original vaccination card. So we have an update on American Airlines that they just sent this week an email that they are pre-screening at some departing airports to Hawaii. So here you go, guys, American Airlines, but it's only limited locations for departure. You guys watching us on YouTube and want your question to be answered priority, you can always super chat. For Instagram people, if you want to go and join our live on YouTube, I left the link in the description under button latest live stream. Government of Hawaii is trying not to go on the lockdown, even though the numbers of COVID cases are twice higher than it was last year when the lockdown actually did happen. But we just want to talk to you about what it was, what the rules were during the lockdown. I saw a lot of you asking and were concerned what the lockdowns really is and what it means. During the lockdown, there were still visitors coming to Hawaii, so nobody banned any visitors. They just had to do the test, or there was a mandatory quarantine. So it really depends, but there were still 100, 200, sometimes 800 visitors per day coming to the islands. You could not do any type of activities. There was a short period of time when we had a curfew. That was last year. The beaches and parks and hikes and all the activities and dining in restaurants were not available. You could walk on the beach. You can go directly into the water to do surfing, swimming, or just exercises in the water, but you could not lay on the beach. They used to do citations if anybody was laying on the beach last year. Again, they are trying not to go this route this year, but if the case numbers continue to go up or stay high, they will roll back on the restrictions first. And then if that doesn't help, then there is a possibility.
Yeah, there is.
Right. So if the lockdown happens, they will not send you back home, or they will not restrict you from going back home. They actually want you out of the island. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, Martha says, how do I super chat with you guys?
Oh, thank you for the question. So the super chats are only on YouTube, and there is a button right under the chat.
It's a little dollar sign.
And you just click, and in the same space where you type your question, on the right hand side there is a dollar sign. So you can click that and log into your account, or if you already type in the question, you already logged in, just attach your credit card.
Yeah, actually, speaking about super chat, a lot of you guys were asking, so how do I support you guys? I like what you're doing, and we've created
a membership for you guys. So there are 3 different tiers how you can support us, and we do give back to you and give you little perks. So we have $1.99 membership, $6.99 and $19.99, and the $1.99 offers you badges and opportunity to participate in our polls to decide which video we publish next. The $6.99 option, we know you guys love our photos with the drone and advanced photography. We give you a free photo once a month.
And that's a high resolution photo, so you could do anything with it.
Yeah.
We've had people print like massive photos on their walls. It's just amazing, the photos they sent us.
And then $19.99 option allows you to join our members only live stream once a month for at least 30 minutes. We will go live with our highest tier members.
So thank you for your support. And now let's take a little bit more questions.
Devon is our member, so let's answer Devon's question. And for activities such as Diamond Head Hike, Jurassic Park Tour, how are they limited in capacity? The outdoors activities
not affected right now.
Right. So the only thing that is affected if you're gathering. So let's say you having a wedding. It's outdoors, and the capacity is limited to 25 people gathering outdoors. But Diamond Head Hike, anybody can go to Diamond Head Hike, and Jurassic Park is again, they have their own limits. So whatever tours they're available, but that you can book. But I think the outdoors tours right now operating either like 85 or 100% capacity, depending on the company, really.
Right.
Okay, so the hotels closing their pools due to restrictions. How about the restaurants? Do they need to make? We need to make reservations? Well, I see that you are new to our channel. Welcome. The pool during complete lockdowns, pools were closed for a specific time, and obviously there were some different phases for the lockdown. But right now, all the pools are open. Restaurants have limited capacity for indoor dining as 50%, and you do need to make reservations. There are a lot of restaurants do not even have any available spots for even 2 months out, so you have to be prepared. What are the gas prices? We actually just rented Turo and had to get gas. How much?
So on the low end it was $3.59, and on the high end it was about $4, a little over $4. So that's what we're looking at, kind of a little over $4. Justin is asking if we plan on ordering takeout a lot, how long should we expect it to take? I would say anywhere between.
It depends really. There are services that deliver you takeout, and there are some restaurants you just order and do the pickup yourself. So obviously the pickup is faster, but it really depends on the restaurant and how busy they are.
Right, and not only that, it depends also if you're here around the time where things are kind of locking down, then more people are ordering out, which then will slow the process down. So yeah, that's definitely.
I have a good question on Instagram.
We have a question.
Do children under 12 need a COVID test if traveling with vaccinated parents? Yes, only children under 5 years old do not need to do COVID testing.
And we will address it.
So another question on Instagram. Do you think we should make reservations before we get to Hawaii, or it's better to make reservations there? Again, we have a new person to our Just Be Out experience. Welcome. Yes, you do need to make reservations to everything, restaurants and activities, as far as in advance as possible, because activities are booked out 2-3 months in advance, and some restaurants are booked out 2-3 months in advance as well. Do you get the QR code from, when do you get the QR code from the Safe Travels website?
Good question.
You have to fill out a health questionnaire 24 hours before your flight, and after filling out that questionnaire, you will get your QR code in your email.
Should you cancel your trip? So we're going to break it down by basically
who the travel right now is for, who this is not for.
Exactly.
So we're just gonna give you some perspectives to help you decide whether or not you should come.
Okay, so let's start off with who should consider canceling. Irina?
Right now, it is sensitive situation everywhere in the world right now, and some people against traveling completely, and even bashing us for promoting traveling to Hawaii.
Right.
So if you are coming to Oahu or Hawaii for the first time, and this is you might need to want to consider canceling if you want to get maximum out of your vacation. If you're the type of person that I want to get everything, I want to get the best experience, then right now you might not get the best experience because everything is limited everywhere in the world right now, and you have to have this mindset that you might not be able to get everything out of your vacation currently with all this difficult
Right,
times.
because there's a lot of restrictions, there's travel anxiety, so you really have to put that all into consideration. Also, if it's your first time to Hawaii, I would then really consider whether you should be canceling your vacation if you're planning on booking, or maybe if you have booked, because again, if it's your first time, you have the tendency where you want to do everything. You want to experience Hawaii in its fullest. And because things are already rolling back, so when you get here, you already kind of, some of the experiences are already being pulled back from you, so you won't get that full experience. Plus, if you're planning on coming here within the next month or two, who knows what's going to happen? But one thing we do know is that we are headed in the wrong direction, and there are talks about closing beaches and starting that 72-hour pre-test all over again. Who wants to do that, right? But that's the direction we are headed, and that's the reality. So that's something that you're going to have to really deal with coming here. And you have to evaluate, is that worth it for you? We understand, we know Hawaii is very expensive to come. It's a vacation of a lifetime. It's a dream vacation. Some people save up for so long to come here. So the question you really have to ask yourself, I've saved up so much, I finally have the budget to come here and enjoy it. But think about it. Would you come here, spend the same amount of money you would normally if everything was open, but you're only getting half the experience, or maybe even a quarter of it? That's something to really, really, really think about.
And also, if you don't have much patience, consider canceling as well, because the lines are everywhere. And not only the lines, when you do get service in restaurants, the service is slow because
there's not enough people.
They're short-staffed as well. So if you want to pay high price, but still the service is not up to par, and some people might not able to,
some people that doesn't gel well with them at all. But also another major one is refunds.
Yes. So even, because of COVID, a lot of companies still state that they do not refund even, your trip is canceled because of COVID.
Right. So they consider COVID to be out of their control. Like no one knew this was going to happen. So why should we refund you your money?
Right. So it's definitely, you need to be prepared if you're activity or I don't know, even your flight or whatever cancels, and you will not be able to get a refund. So for example, if you book a flight, airlines just give you credit for the flight. They don't really give you a refund for the flight, even because of COVID. And to rebook your flight, they charge fees, sometimes $150 or $200 per person to rebook your flight.
And sometimes it comes out more than what you paid for your flight.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have someone actually right now on our Instagram, right? This is Instagram here.
Yes.
Similarity says, I tried to cancel, but Hawaiian Airlines said no.
Yeah.
So if you guys already, some of you may already saying, throw in the towel and say, I'm not coming to Hawaii. It's not worth it. You guys already called it.
No credit even.
Not even a credit she got. That's what she just wrote. So let us know in the comments. Have you had a situation where you're trying to cancel your flight coming to Hawaii, or your hotels or your activities? Let us know in the comment, how is that working out for you? This way it help other people before they even start planning and going in that direction.
And we actually, last year, we went on our travels, because that's what our goal is, to travel the world for 3 years. So last year in February, we left Hawaii before the COVID hit completely, and we had everything scheduled and booked for half a year in advance. So when
that included cruise, Airbnbs, everything was, yes, airlines, everything.
And we had to jump through hoops to get the money back, especially from Airbnb. So we weren't able to get to Spain completely. The entire country, guys, was on a lockdown, yet they still did not want to refund the money. So I had to contact the consulate, the embassy of Spain, for them to give us the proof that they do not allow us to enter the country in order to get us the refund. So yes, refunds right now are really difficult, and if you haven't booked yet and still considering coming this year, you might think hard about this one, because a lot of activities and your plans will not refund.
Another reason you may consider canceling is like restaurants being closed.
Right. So if you're coming here to have a celebration, maybe birthday, maybe anniversary, maybe special date, maybe celebrate life in general, and you just love dining out and have the experience, right now it's hard to get into restaurants. The service is not the greatest, but if we do move forward on the restrictions and they will start rolling back the dining out restrictions, because this is one of the major sources, right, of the COVID cases, because of dining. So they might roll back on dining. So if dining out is definitely something that it's a must do on your dream Hawaiian vacation,
you may want to consider.
It might not happen. It might still be fine, and your reservation 3 months in advance might still go through, but there is a possibility.
Right. So we're talking hypothetically for those travelers who maybe not are here now, or maybe were here. We're talking those of you who are actually planning on coming here within the next 2 weeks or more, because things are changing really, really, really quickly, and you will probably be the ones that'll be affected.
Yeah, one thing I will tell you for sure not to come is if you are completely against wearing masks. You have to wear masks indoors right now. If you go to stores or entering the restaurant, you have to wear a mask. And if you're not up for wearing a mask, then definitely don't even think of coming, because you will not get any aloha, and the workers will be asking you and forcing you to put the mask, or ask you to leave the establishment. Another reason why you might consider not coming is that if you have a high stress level of uncertainty
or anxiety
and concerns. If you, let's say, your vacation is a month or 2 months in advance, and for the entire month or 2 months you're going to be stressing, and you don't know what's going to happen, because nobody knows what's going to happen,
right,
then consider that it might be better to change or reschedule your vacation for maybe next year, and just relax and live your life. It's difficult times for everyone right now.
But most importantly, when you do come to Hawaii, know that we do have a mask mandate, because some of you guys asked, you still have to wear a mask? You do. So there's two things, if you are planning on coming here, that is the utmost important. Number one, wear your mask. Right now, normally we were just walking in Waikiki pretty much every other day. We're seeing so many people wearing masks now in the streets, outside, on the streets.
Even though outside is not mandated.
Right, it's not mandated to wear masks outside, but now so many people are wearing masks, which is really great to see, because obviously here in Waikiki, this is where most of the visitors stay. So to see that is really good, because that was an issue coming out of the mask mandate. People were dying to get their mask off. They're like, I don't want to wear my mask. Now,
especially when you're in paradise.
Yeah, now you see everyone, most people I should say, walking down Kalakaua Avenue, which is the main avenue, and the majority of people have their mask on. So that's really good to see.
And even when you do activities outside, again, when you're in a group activity, companies will require you to wear a mask. Some won't, some will, even outside, guys. So if you're completely want to be a rebel about it, then it's definitely not for you. If you're a beach person and come into Hawaii to relax, soak in some sun, just feel that sand, again, fingers crossed it's not gonna happen, but you never know if they do go through with all the restrictions, and they might close the beach. So
and that's very likely, because beaches, again, is one of the main where usually the clusters happen, and restaurants. So as we mentioned before, if you just got here, on the Big Island, they have already put in for their beaches to be closed and the 72-hour COVID test to be reinstated. So it hasn't happened yet, but they're fine with that actually happens. Oahu is way more crowded, right? So that's a reality that could possibly happen. So like Irina said, if you're the type that you love to lay out on the beach and the sand between your toes, you don't want to come here and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, the beach is closed. So what that means is if the beach is closed, you cannot lay out on the beach. You can't spread your beach towel and soak in the sand and the sun. You can't have your beach chair and your cooler and all that stuff. You can use the beach only as to walk into and get into the water. So you go through the beach to get in the water, or if you're walking on the beach, but you can't stand or just sit there in one place. They will ask you to move, and then they start giving out fines eventually.
And when the beaches were closed last year, people were just hanging out on their floaties in the water and try to be like in a shallow water, lay down in a shallow water, opposed to completely dry on sand. So, all right, let's take some questions. I see Sam Jones is joining us on Instagram. Aloha, Sam, and he's suggesting if you're coming to purchase a full trip cancellation, that way you're taken care of. You can cancel up until. Thank you, Sam. That's a good tip.
So I guess insurance is the best way to go. But the funny thing about insurance is that insurance, when you buy insurance as well, that comes with its own set of rules, and it gets very complicated. And a lot of times with insurance, you purchase the insurance, and then all of a sudden, if you call them up and say, hey, I had to cancel, does my insurance kick in? They say, yeah, but the fact that you didn't have a connecting flight, or you had a connecting flight, or you didn't do this and didn't do that, you're not covered. So make sure if you are doing insurance from whoever you're getting it from, you understand it fully and ask them 101 questions so you make sure that you are covered.
Thank you so much, Luis. We really appreciate, guys, your support.
Super chat.
Anthony, thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate your support.
Thank you. If you guys are finding value in this, and you guys are
Andrew
getting your questions answered, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated.
And we have a question from our member Andrew. Will closed beaches include going snorkeling or just chilling on the beach? So you can go in the water, do your water activity, whatever water activity it might be just laying on a floaty, surfing,
literally people have just gone into the water knee deep and just sit there, because you can't sit on the beach. You have to be in the water physically. So some people, like I said, they go knee deep and they just sit there, and that's fine, but you just can't be on the sand sitting down.
Funny situation I actually witnessed during quarantine last year. I was going swimming every day, and there was a girl laying down on the beach on her beach towel, and cops actually go on the beach all the time giving out fines. So she saw a cop coming and she ran into water, and all her stuff was there, and the cop came and he's like, oh, this is your stuff, you can be laying on the beach. So he started writing her a ticket, and she just flipped the finger. She was standing in water. Of course the cop is not gonna go in the water, and he wrote her a ticket and he put it right next to her stuff, but again there was no information on her name or her address or whatever. So that was pretty much like a dead ticket. And
not unless they have a certain way of doing it that
Yeah.
we're unaware, because we didn't get any tickets, but we walked the beach a lot, and we were kind of looking at different situations that happen at different times. So
Svetlana is asking, do you think people still will be able to go for a hike, snorkel?
good question.
Actually, last year, even some of the hikes were closed. For example, Koko Head hike, Diamond Head hike was closed, Makapuku hike. So the state park hikes were closed. There were some restrictions also. They said hiking is not not recommended, right? But the less popular hikes that people will not be actually like there would be no cops or no like block off signs.
Right. State parks were the ones that were actually closed. Most of the state
people would still hike, and yes, you can do snorkeling. Whitney, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Oops. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, we have another question. What are the status on car rentals now? Are they still limited and overpriced?
Yes.
Absolutely. And this is the way it's going to stay. It's predicted. This is the way it's going to stay for the remainder of 2021. You can expect car rentals to be hard to find. And if you do find it, it is going to be ridiculously overpriced. And that is why most people are turning to Hui, car share, and also
Tura.
Tura.
Do you think there will be more restrictions on Labor Day weekend?
Oh, absolutely. That's coming from where? Instagram?
Instagram.
That is actually a really good comment. So they asked if, do you think that there will be more restrictions on Labor Day weekend? I do really think so, because they know that will draw, number one, a lot of visitors. People are coming here for them, barbecues and everything else.
All the locals actually go in for those holidays.
Oh, yeah.
They bring the entire family of 30 people to the beach
and
barbecue, grill. They set up tents in public parks early in the morning, and the entire day they are on the beach grilling and drinking.
That's the Hawaiian lifestyle for sure. But I mean, I said that whatever rules or restrictions or rollbacks they're going to do, they're going to implement it before Labor Day. They're not going to wait till it's really close to then do it. They're going to do it before, because then they know at that point the rule has been set, and then Labor Day comes, and then if they want to issue fines or whatever, everything is already in place. So, yeah.
How is the situation with Uber and Lyft? There's a lot of Uber and Lyft available on the island of Oahu specifically, much less on all other islands. Lyft is less reliable than Uber, and the prices are fluctuating like crazy. For example, regular Uber or Lyft price from the airport to Waikiki is about $25. Now, sometimes it's still, you can find rates for $25, but sometimes it goes up to $180, guys. That's 9 times more expensive. That is ridiculous. So you just never know what the price is, but they are available. I have a comment from Instagram. You do a fantastic job on informing us about paradise. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you all. And we're really happy that our information helping you plan your vacation.
Should people wait until 2022 to go? I'm assuming to Hawaii. Generally speaking, not only to Hawaii, just travel, period. I think it's best for all of us to wait for 2022 to travel. But of course, that's up to the individual. Irina and I, we were supposed to start our 3-year travel, our 3-year world travel. We were supposed to start in October, by the end of October. And we're pretty much 85% sold on the fact that we probably are not going to do that, just because of things getting worse, not only here in Hawaii, but all over the world. So, does it make any sense for us to travel and go to all these beautiful destinations and know that we can't experience it in its full capacity.
But not only that, as we mentioned before, that you might consider canceling your Hawaii vacation is because of stress, and I definitely don't want to be stressed on all the restrictions changing quickly, and all the tests and the regulations with quarantines that
right. And not only that, lockdown. If you go to a foreign country and you get locked down or you get sick, you have to go to a hospital in a foreign country. You don't know the type of treatment you're going to get. You don't speak the language. There's just way too many variables. So, that situation, it's not worth it.
Sherry, thank you so much for the super chat. Just because JBO is fabulous. Thank you for all you do, Irene and Devon. Thank you so much, Sherry. We really appreciate you guys are the best. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Has the food prices gone up? As far as groceries,
I haven't seen an increase in food prices. And if you're asking based on the situation that's going on with COVID, I haven't seen that at all. I do majority of the shopping, and I haven't seen anything like that.
And as far as in restaurants, we have seen some restaurants increase the price by a couple of dollars. Caroline, thank you so much for your support, for your aloha. There are 229 of us watching this and only 80 likes. Everyone show JBO some love and hit that like button. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate your love and support. Do you guys run into fans, viewers often? I'd be psyched if I actually saw you all while visiting. Love your content. Thank you so much. Yes, we do meet our subscribers on the daily. Some just pass by and say aloha JBO, thank you for all you do. Some actually stop and chat with us and take pictures with us.
And we post it on our Instagram. We tag them, we follow them. So if you guys haven't here on YouTube and Facebook, if you haven't followed our Instagram, be sure to do so, because that's, we run into all you guys there, and we have a special area where you can see all the fans that we've run into. It's so awesome. It's so cool. Conversations are great. I have a question here. Are you?
Yeah, and we actually do love talking to you guys and asking how's your vacation going, what your experience with all the rules and restrictions are, and just to get your perspective. And
that's actually the best way to reach out to us and get really quick responses is through Instagram. A lot of times you guys get here and you're like, hey, we're at this location and we're looking for a really great place to eat, and you guys would hit us up and we'll right away respond and say, hey, if you're there, consider going here or there. So that's a really good platform, I should say, Instagram, for you guys to connect with us in a faster way. So ask the food trucks at the North Shore open, are they open on Sunday?
Yes, the food trucks are open right now. During lockdown last year, they were closed. Sunday, everyone have different schedules. So when you come on Sunday, some might be open side, some might be closed. Martha, thank you so much.
She figured it out.
Yay! Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciate it. And we have a super sticker from DM. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For all your love.
Awesome.
And I will take a question from Instagram about if Sunset Sail cruises are open and if dinner cruises are still open. Yes and yes. Sunset catamarans, regular catamarans, even party catamarans, dinner cruises are sailing.
Remember, guys, if you're just joining us, make sure if you want your question answered, you can use the super chat, or you could just use hashtag Q, and this way we can filter through all the comments and find your questions.
So since the Hui car share video, I have decided to use them, which is a good budget mode of transportation to and from HNL to Waikiki, Beachcomber, no city bus though. Okay, right now, typically we would take Uber when the rate is like $20, right, or $25 to Waikiki from HNL. But right now, Uber rates go up and down, and you never know how much the rate is going to actually be. So the best way is to pre-book a flat rate taxi right now. It is only $30 from the airport to Waikiki, and it's for the entire cab, not per person. And you can tell them what time is your flight, what the flight number. They will see if the flight is late or so. You might have to wait a little bit. So my suggestion, if you do pre-book, the taxi, Charlie's Taxi, we use, and there's Star Taxi, also offer the same rate. As soon as you land in, maybe you only have carry-on, or you'll be out of the airport maybe within 20 minutes, call them and tell them, hey guys, I landed, I'll be out shortly, so just make sure you have my car ready.
Hope that helps. Sam is asking, how will travel from island to island change? Well, if it gets bad, then there's a possibility that would be rolled back. And the way it was when it was rolled back is that it was very difficult for you to travel inter-island.
Kauai actually was not taking anybody who travels between the island, only residents.
Right.
So who this might be for right now?
Okay.
So if this is definitely not your first time to Hawaii, we have met so many subscribers who are here 3, 5, even 8 times. And when we ask you, okay, what do you have planned? And people say, not really much. We just want to hang out, just want to relax, take it easy. If this is you might still want to come. If walking around and just enjoying the weather and not doing much activities, if that's your plan, or maybe doing hiking, that is not the state park, then you still might want to consider coming. If you do not mind grabbing to-go plates or takeout, then also you might consider flying in, because we have been receiving questions that I don't mind eating takeout or even cooking in my Airbnb, or I have booked hotel with the kitchen and stuff like that. If you don't really want to do any activities, and again just want to relax, if you don't mind being in the water in case the beach locks down and you have to be in the water, then you might still want to consider coming. And again, if you're generally have the attitude of, okay, whatever happens, I'm still in Hawaii, I'm still in paradise, I don't really care about no restrictions, I don't mind wearing mask, then, why not?
Yeah. Should be fine. Yep.
But again, it's all about the mindset. If you're too worried too much, then you might consider rescheduling. All right, we're over an hour, guys.
We're just about closing it out, so get your questions in. Belinda asked, I leave on Monday and I haven't received any email about the QR code yet. Will it be within 24 hours? So this is important.
You have to fill out health questionnaire within 24 hours of your departure, and only then you will receive your QR code.
So the process is, I'm sure if you are vaccinated and you have uploaded your vaccine card, that's fine. That part of it is done. But as Irina said, 24 hours before your flight, log back into your account and fill out the health questionnaire. As soon as you fill that out, it is only a few questions. It asks you questions like, do you have a fever? Have you been coughing? Just little minor questions like that. You just check the boxes and you submit it, and boom, you get your QR code. We suggest you take a photo of it and have it with you on your phone.
And Sherry is actually saying that she didn't receive an email to complete it.
You don't.
You don't. You have to know to log back into the Safe Travels program, your account that you created, and you need to make sure you're doing it on your own, and you log back in and you complete the form, and pretty much instantly you receive the QR code in your email or a couple of minutes. If you still didn't, you can again redo your health questionnaire and until you get make sure you get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what t-shirts are you both wearing?
Well,
so
we're just wearing our regular JBO t-shirts.
Ta-da! We have our Hawaii-inspired merch in our shop. We do have our personal shop, guys, where you can purchase different styles of t-shirts and hoodies and even apparel for kids, and you can have matching shirts for the entire family. We also have mugs, pillows, mouse pads, stickers. You can see, if you're on Instagram, you can see we have a sticker on our Shelly the Belly on Instagram is asking, are the Go Oahu passes worth purchasing? We actually have done a complete video on Go Pass Oahu. You will find that link in our YouTube channel, where we are talking what Go Pass is, pros and cons, and tips on how to use and get the most value out of your Go Pass. And we also created sample itineraries and a spreadsheet of all the companies. If they need reservations, what times are they available? You will also find that spreadsheet under that video
description. That's right, guys. So if you're looking for a spreadsheet on the best beaches, our personal favorites, and all that, all the downloadable links and stuff for the links you can find for the email will be in the description below.
Oh, Marta, you're so sweet. How do I upgrade my subscription to the $19.99? Well, right under this video, there is a little join button, or in our homepage of our channel, or we put the link in the description, so you can switch plans. You just need to click the new plan.
It's upgraded. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll be seeing you
in our members only live stream.
Gee, can't wait for that. Daniel said, I was watching Photo Luke Hawaii the other day, and he mentioned you guys by name. Yes, Photo Luke is also awesome. And for those of you who don't know Photo Luke, he's actually also a YouTube blogger here in Hawaii. He has great information, a local here. So make sure you check out and show him some love. That's Photo Luke, and that is his YouTube channel.
Virginia, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. So will you be staying put in Hawaii for now instead of your 3-year world tour?
So that's coming from Instagram.
Actually, so we are trying to see how the world situation is going to be in October, and if it's still going to be tight or even worse, depending on how the Delta situation is being held. Then we might extend for another 6 months. So
yeah, so it's looking like Diego asked, is Polynesian open? So someone had asked, I saw it in the chat, we mentioned this as PCC, so that's Polynesian Cultural Center, and I guess that's exactly what he's asking. And yes, it is open. Hey, you want to do one more question?
Polynesian Cultural Center is actually one of the top visited attractions here on Oahu, and we absolutely love it, and we definitely recommend to experience it. And it is a fun way, guys, to experience Polynesian culture and go through different Polynesian villages. And it's not like boring history tour. It's they actually have really fun presentation that you'll be laughing.
Yes, it's
and we are affiliated with the Polynesian Cultural Center, and you can, if you do decide to book Polynesian Cultural Center. They have 10% off for advanced booking on some of the activities. We have the link on our website, justbeout.net, book a tour. So if you decide to book, we would appreciate if you book it through us. We have other activities and it will cost you the same, and we have discounts for some of the activities as well, but we will have a small commission, and we really appreciate all your support.
Yes. Dara, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, really
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Okay, I guess that's it, guys, for this week. We hope that we've answered a lot of your questions and gave you a little bit of insight on what to expect and maybe how to reconsider or consider coming or not coming to Hawaii. And of course, again, we do this every Friday.
And now we will be adding our Instagram live every Friday as well. Yeah,
so that's awesome. That's really cool. Kind of leveling up here. And I guess that's it. So as usual, we will see you guys in the next one. And make sure, if you are watching the replay of this, be sure, again, just to hashtag questions. And during the week, we follow up on our videos, and we also reply to all the comments.
And next week, our next hotel walkthrough is Aulani Disney Resort, guys.
Yes. And it's going to be a good one.
We did a complete walkthrough this gorgeous property. Oh, thank you so much for purchasing our t-shirts. And we also created a video of Aulani Disney Resort pros and cons. So that is coming as well. So be sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube and click notifications so you will be notified when our next video comes out.
Right. And these hotel walkthroughs are done every Wednesday. So you've already missed a few hotels. Make sure you go back and watch those videos. And
we do have a lot of new followers on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out our YouTube channel. We have created now probably over 200 videos on everything Hawaii.
Yes.
So check it out, and that might answer all your questions.
All right, guys. So as usual, mahalo so much for watching, and just be out with us. Cheers.